Dr. Umar Johnson is a conundrum. I'm not going to make a personal attack on him. In moments of clarity, Dr. Umar Johnson can be very insightful, but then he gives a whole diatribe about, professional brothers being is the reason why whatever our sisters are experiencing what they're experiencing. That is probably one of the most asinine things. I consider myself a professional brother, and in my circle of friends are professional brothers, and I'm the lowest earner in my professional group, and I earn over just a little bit north of $260K. And let me tell you something: us professional, our sisters have turned their backs on us for whatever reason.
Talk to them. Talk to me about that. How they turn their back on y'all?
For whatever reason, they view how we move is somehow not exciting. They get this preconceived notion that we ain't got no diesel power in the bedroom, which is a damn lie. You know what I mean? And they don't believe that we can provide them any kind of stimulation or anything. But when they destroy their formative years, which I'm now 45 years old, and I got these sisters now coming in with these teenagers or preteen kids, and now they're starting to understand a little bit. Just even now they want us to rescue. I was out recently with a lady with a child, and it was kind of, how you talking on a date and you're getting to go home and making conversations. I'm a big fan of listening, and she talked about her kid's father, talked about what a dumpster fire he is. That's my word, and so I asked her, I said, well, what are you looking for out of your new guy? And so she's made mention of the package deal. And I said to her, well, how involved is the father? Oh, he hasn't been involved for 5 years. And I said to her, why are you requiring more of me, who's not the kid's father, than you do the actual father?
Right. And
then her response to that was, you don't deserve to be with nobody. No wonder why you're by yourself. Well, okay. Well,
wow. And that's a logical question you asked.
Yes. Yeah. And I earned, and I'm thinking to myself, obviously you can't judge a man strictly by what he earns, but given I work in the medical profession, and given the fact, like the field I work in, I cannot be a man that does not have character. The way that the system is set up for you to even operate in those capacities does not vibe for somebody who lacks character. I cannot be a criminal. I can't be abusive. I can't be any of these things. I have to have compassion. I have to be creative and nimble on my feet, meaning in my thought process to assess, because I work on the medical side, like delivery medical, on the medical side of things. I have to be able to move quickly, make good decisions. I got to pass a credit check. But our women, and I work around other Black women, and they'll sit around. I remember, like last night I was at work, sitting around, me and 4 other brothers that were sitting around and listening to the sisters talk about that there are not enough good Black men around. And we were sitting around looking at each other like, really? Y'all gonna just say that with us sitting here? But yet, the professional Black man, enough. Right? But yet the professional Black man is the problem, not the fact that our
brother. You got your passport?
I am working on that.
Man, get your passport and start traveling. Man, the moment you travel and get out of here and start getting some cooperation, you'll be like, man, I'm good. I ain't trying to talk to none of y'all. I'm not putting up with none of y'all. Man, please, hurry up. Did you pay for expedited?
Yes.
Yeah, please. Yeah, man, get your passport. And really, the secret to getting your passport faster? What people don't know, if you book a flight, you can actually go 14 days before your flight. You got to bring them the flight information, and you can go to those passport offices, some of the government passport office. Now, we ain't talking about like the courthouse or the mail. We're talking about the actual passport office they have. You can actually get a passport, because sometimes people need to fly go visit somebody, or emergency, something like that. You can actually take them your information, and then go get your passport.
And they'll process it quickly.
Yeah, but you have to have a flight already paid for, though.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
But you already did it, so that's cool. You get your passport. You making bread, bro. Trust me.
Yeah, here's the thing. Because I'm not flashy.
Possession to a lot of women in the world. Why in the hell would you be trying to analyze these women?
I'm not flashy, so a lot of them don't know that.
Most men who make money aren't flashy.
I'm not flashy. I got a big house. I have a 2022, 2023, and they're paid for. Paid for. I'm talking about automobiles paid for. 2 more years my home is paid for. No debt. No debt. Zero.
And you were smart on that. You didn't get a bunch of kids out here.
No.
And then when you go to these other countries, your eyes gonna just light up. Like, oh my God,
I'm hearing that.
I can buy this. I can buy that.
I'm hearing that. Well, Mr. Stegott, I'm going to take my pops to see James Appel and Chris Rock. I enjoy what you do. I enjoy watching you. Thank you for having me up. That was my little 2 cents and contribution.
All right, brother. I appreciate you coming up.
Yeah, thank you very much. Y'all have a good one, fellas.